All right, so I'd like to welcome everybody to our February webinar. We're super excited to be able to offer these webinars to our members. We have been searching for and continue to search for companies that benefit our existing members in a considerable way, which is why Canadian Water Savings was the right choice for February. These days, with the cost of everything going up, it's so important to look into all cost-saving benefits. Today, it's my pleasure to introduce you all to David, and he will be presenting on behalf of Canadian Water Savings, Inc.
Thank you very much, Kim. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to share my screen.
So this first video is basically the science behind the smart valve. So just a short video that will show you how it works. So as everybody can see, it's a pretty straightforward product. It's a pretty straightforward installation. And we want to make sure that it's a very simple for customers to see how it works, etc. So the video really explains that really well. But what I wanted to show everybody today is some good samples. So this is a presentation for all the members of the Manitoba Restaurant and Food Service Association. And so we'll move over to the next slide, and or the next this one. We can move to the next one as well. Just basically, who we are as a company. We're a Canadian company. We're Canadian open operating, over 65 years in commodity management. Through over 32,000 businesses on our program in commodity programs, and we're growing. That's what we are as a business. We are partners with Flow Dynamics, which owns a smart valve in the United States. Over 20,000 buildings installed in the United States. So Flow Dynamics, we are the exclusive Canadian distributor and partner for smart valve in Canada. So one of the great things, as you saw the video, how it's installed and how it's used, and the next video will go a little bit more into the program as well. But it's 100% guaranteed to all the members that we do a minimum of 15% savings. But the actual savings in 2022 that we reviewed all our customers, they were 20 to 33%, or 19 to 33%. was what the savings were in 2022. And what we want to do is, we want to make sure that obviously customers maximize those savings, but we do guarantee a minimum guaranteed amount of 15%, or we remove the smart valve at our expense without any penalties. We review that in the first 6 months. If you're not happy with it, we'll take it out, give you all your money back that you paid for the rental program. I'll go through that, how that works shortly, and including installation costs, and we'll remove it at our cost. So some of the benefits for the program for members of the Manitoba Restaurant and Food Services Association is, I went through the guarantees on the big benefits, of course, the 20 to 33% average savings with a guaranteed minimum of 15% or your money back. This program includes service, replacement, or repair for the full term of the agreement. So 5, 10 years, 15, or however long it's installed. That includes service, replace, and repair. So if anything goes wrong with it, we will come and repair it or replace it. It includes a installation. It's only a one-time installation. So this is the only valve that is 100%. It can be adjusted externally. So it's an externally adjustable valve. While most of the valves, or all other valves with their apart from ours, are not externally adjustable. So anytime that something goes wrong with it, you have to remove it and then fix it and then put it back in, which causes more downtime with plumbers. And with our valve, it's a one-time installation with plumbers. And for most restaurants, we found it's under an hour installation. So very quick installation for most members. Of course, we do a site assessment for the member prior to going and installing, to make sure that it's a qualifying site. We do that with our plumbing team, and that's using pictures and videos, and then we send those to the plumbing team, and then when they come on site, they'll do an inspection as well to make sure that prior to install that everything is good to go. The benefits also include a discount from off installation for all members as well. And of course, a free assessment. So all assessments are free. So we'll do a free assessment. Now the assessment is done based on the 12 months previous history of water costs on your bill. And that's what we use as our historical, which is very important to the next steps on this presentation, because we use that data to forecast what the savings are going to be. Plus, at the same time, we guarantee it only at that level. So as savings increase, you keep all remaining savings. You keep the extra savings that come from prices going up every year. And if it's over 15% savings, you keep the extra savings. If it's 20%, you get the extra savings. We don't change our rate during the full term of the agreement. So current market conditions, what's happening in the world of water? And I'm sure as a business owner, you've seen this over the last 10 years. Prices have been going up consistently every year. I know in Brandon, Manitoba alone, prices are projected to go up a further 85% plus from 2023 to 2026. They've been going up as well in Manitoba. Across Canada, we've seen a 43% increase between 2012 and 2020. That's about over 4.3% per year. And we use that number ourselves. We use that number for our data, for our projections as well. So we want to make sure that we're using the same data that we're showing you on here. Now, obviously, population is growing across Canada, so that's one of the reasons why demand is rising for water. And as population increases, more businesses and industrial use for water also that's also going up, because more business, more people. That means more pollution, more waste, which is escalating water treatment costs. So what municipalities are doing currently, and they're projecting approximately $80 billion in costs going in future costs over the next 10 years to upgrade aging infrastructure in Canada. That's because most of the infrastructure was built between the 1930s and the 1970s. So all this aging infrastructure has to be upgraded. That's what we've seen since the early 2000s. We're seeing a lot more work done on that infrastructure, water mains, wastewater management plants, treatment plants. And so that cost is being recovered by the government through the bills. So that's why we see those prices going up dramatically, and it's going to continue to go up as they do more investment in water infrastructure. So here's a good chart. This shows exactly how it's been going up over the last few years. So as you can see, it changed every year. But if you notice 2020, that was over 6.37%. 2021 was over 6%. 2022, it was over 6%. We don't have the final data yet, but for the first 8 months of the year, it's tracking over 6% across Canada. And of course, in some jurisdictions like Manitoba was higher than that. And it's projected to go even higher in 2023. So the video showed you exactly how it works. So just to reiterate what the video showed you, we install the valve on the customer side of the meter. So on the pipe on your side of the meter, it is an internationally certified water valve for plumbing needs. It's North American certified as well. Our plumbers are North American certified or certified in Manitoba for Manitoba, Ontario for Ontario, Alberta for Alberta, etc. So they're certified plumbers that install. Plus, it's got its full certifications for plumbing and for use as a water device. And the way it works basically is it back pressures the area underneath the water meter. So the valve is spring loaded, it back pressures through that area so that the water meter doesn't read the air as volume. So water meters, 99% of water meters read air turbulence, okay, as water. So you're paying for air, you're paying for that turbulence. What do we do by compressing it? We actually compress the air, it smooths the flow of water going through the water meter, and then that basically becomes that's where your savings come from. Plus, there's also water savings because it also reduces the amount of water that you use as well. Mostly air, some water, that's where the savings come from. Now, the smart valve also, one of the secondary advantages of the smart valve is acts as a secondary backflow preventer to protect the municipal water supply. So just to reiterate what I said before, it's a one-time installation. We can adjust the changes because it's the only valve that's externally adjustable. We guarantee savings or your money is refunded. That guarantee is 50%. Your service and rental fee will never increase, and I'm going to show you how that works in the next slides. And service, repair, and repair at no cost for the term of your agreement. So here's an example of a two-restaurant customer. So we took two restaurants that we have. And this is this is a good sampling of a mid-size customer, small to mid-size, well, maybe a little bit higher than the small restaurant. So this customer, based on the 20 to 33% savings, so we use an average of 25%. With this 10-year savings of over $109,530, while the guaranteed savings of 50% was $65,000 for this customer. And then we're going to go to the next slide, which shows the individual data. So this is how we actually review. Based on the bills that are sent to us, we review the actual usage for the 12-month historical period. So there's the monthly usage for this customer, 211 cubic meters, 1374 spent on the water bill monthly average. So we take the 12 months and average it out. We guarantee 50%, which became $206 minimum guaranteed savings. So obviously, if it's 30%, that's going to be $412. So, but our guarantee is $206. Our fee that we charge comes out of the savings. So there's no actual cost to the member. It comes out of your savings. So in this case, the fee became $81.78 out of the $206. So the customer is netting a minimum of $120 around there back to the customer per month. But of course, if it's 30%, that $120 became $320 for an $81 fee. Installation here was showing as $995, but of course, because we have a discount for members, that would be knocked down depending on the size of the valve, etc. It can be anywhere between $795 and $2,000 for installation. We'd knock that down approximately 25%. So we would do that for the customer. So, but the payback on the return on investment for the installation in this case is less than 4 months. So this is a great chart to show you exactly what I was discussing about how the savings increase every year. So the number in green is the savings that goes, that's the average savings based on the previous 12-month historical bills. We've used the average of 4% per year, so price is just going up 4%. So with 6%, this is going to be higher. So there's going to be greater savings. It goes up even more than 4%. And as you can see, our price, which is the light blue line on the bottom, the 981, does not change. So our price, even though the savings are increasing, our rates, our payback for our fee is basically does not change, but the savings still continue to increase. And the 10-year savings for this customer was $29,703. And the next site is very similar, a little bit larger customer. So the savings here, 10-year savings are $36,000. A little bit more usage, 379 cubic meters. 1,666 water bill use, so the savings here are 249. Monthly payment value was at 6% in this case because it was a little bit higher. And then we got the 84.99 as our MPV, which is what we're charging the customer. That won't change. The installation fee in this case was $695. That's with the discount. And I just wanted to show you one with the discount, one without. And then we basically have the ROI at less than a quarter of a year, less than 3 months. Same case as the other one, but of course the savings are a bit greater here. But as you can see, same thing. Our fee does not change. The light blue line on the bottom is our fee, $1,020 for the 10 years. It stays the same. But as the savings go up, the customer receives those extra savings that come from the rate going up. And remember, this is just based on the 50% savings. So in year one, if it's actually 30% savings, that's $6,000 in savings, and it continues to rise. So that's 6,000, 6,240, etc. And that 36,000 would become $72,000 in savings if it's that 30%. So this is the minimum guaranteed 15%. So as you can see, the program, there's no cost to the customer. It's risk-free, cost-free because it comes directly from the savings. We guarantee it or your money back. And installation ROI is usually within the first 4 months of the program. So the return on investment, the payback from the installation fee for the plumber comes back right away. And then it's just pure savings moving forward. And then of course, at the same time with that, as rates increase and or if you do greater savings at 50%, the member gets to keep that. And that's our contact information. So if you do have any contact information or if you have any questions or anything else, you can give us a call or you can send us an email to us. Alex is in charge of the program. He's the one who will take all the information. He'll share it with myself, and then we'll take a look and we'll come with the very best pricing based on your historicals. Another thing you can do is you can contact us through the association, or you can directly email me or Alex with your bills, and we'll do a free assessment based on those bills. And then we'll ask you to take pictures and videos and send those to us so we get our plumbing team to take a look, or we can get a plumber, arrange for a plumber to come and do that for you. And then we can do that assessment and make sure that you qualify for the program. We have to do a site assessment to make sure that you qualify. And on some rare occasions, because of piping issues or needs or age of building, etc., there might be some issues with that. We will always let you know in advance whether there are any issues like that, and see if we can help you fix them, or at least point you in the right direction what needs to be fixed. Now, thanks, Kim. Yeah, please email us or call us. Now we do have a spec sheet. So the CW Smart Valve, the other PDF that Kim has up there. We do have the spec sheet. We can send you a PDF copy. The association has a PDF copy as well that they can send out and share with everybody. This is actually a little bit more detailed specifications on the actual Smart Valve. So if you would like a copy of this, you can also request one. We will be more than happy to send you one, and we're more than happy to provide that to you. And it's just a short brochure with all the specifications of the Smart Valve. Now I know we have one final video, and then we'll have some questions. Thanks, Kim. So I just got to unmute Kim, so I can't hear you, sorry.
Of course. A couple of the questions I had here. Um, so what was the PSI needed to overcome the spring?
So in general, as you can see from the video we saw, there's a really nice video with the water, the bubble test I can send to everybody. But the water as it goes through, it's pressurized as it gets to the meter. So when we do the backflow, it basically smooths out the flow. So it does reduce the pressure going underneath the water meter, but it releases it back in. So the valve is designed to release it back in with pressure. So the losses are either 0, 1, or 1 to 4%. Usually for qualifying meters, it's very negligible. It doesn't affect the PSI water pressure from those customers. Now, there was a test done by the city of New York. So the city of New York is one of the cities in North America. I think it's the city with the lowest water pressure. So there's they had a test done through Texas A&M University, and the test basically see if it would work in New York City, and it was approved. So there's a letter on our website and that case study's on there as well. So if you want to take a look at it, or we could just email you a copy to a member if they want to see it. But it's also on our website. There's many case studies on our website as well.
Perfect. Will the on-site study give us a better idea of the savings?
So yes, because once we've done the site assessment, we see where the customer is. We will. It depends. Water pressure is an issue, obviously, on savings as well. But for the most part, we will be able to determine savings. We guarantee you 50%. Where there's 19 to 33% depends on how the water gets into the building, the water pressure, the pipes, etc. And we'll be able to review that there and get an estimate. But at the end of the day, we have to actually take a look at the consumption afterwards to get that real number.
Perfect. Now there was a question about they had downsized their restaurant. So now the water is shared by 3 tenants. So they do not have 1 year of bills and water consumption. How would it work if they don't have the full year of bills or water consumption?
So what I did say is we would take a look at, and I spoke to that customer, that member. So I did say what we would do is we'd take a look at their most recent bills, and we'd actually ask them to send us the previous bills, and we look at what percentage water usage there is, comparing the old bills to the new bills. And we'd use that as a percentage to estimate the savings. Perfect.
What is the life expectancy of the part, and can it ever block the water completely?
Great questions. So there's a 10-year manufacturer's warranty on the valve. We haven't seen one fail yet. Just to put that out there, we never fail, but it's designed to fail in an open setting, so we'll never block water usage. But we've never seen one fail yet.
Okay, and then how, with places where water volumes fluctuate, how do you establish a baseline for those businesses?
Well, we use a 12-month historical, so we use an average. So that's what we're using as the baseline, where the 12-month historical basically will tell us what they use. So that's why we use the 12-month historical. But we can actually, I think I remember this question as well. I said for those customers that see year over year different usages, we can look back up to 3 years of water usage. That's not a problem for us. So we get 3 years of waste usage. We can use the full 3 years to get a better average for 3 years.
Perfect. Awesome. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I mean, we've installed quite a few customers already in Manitoba, over 30 plus sites. Just recently installed in Manitoba, many we're servicing some very large restaurant chains, Burger Kings, Pizza Huts, Taco Bell's currently right now. We're in the process of going to be installing a couple other larger sites as well. We got retirement homes, sorry, no retirement homes, Evangela, apartment buildings, hotels as well that we've installed. So we're looking forward to helping anybody who needs to save some money on their water bills. It's becoming, it's becoming up there. It's going up there in costs with electricity bills and natural gas bills. So the cost of water is rising. So anything that helps a business save some money, and this is guaranteed savings, will help the bottom line. And so we're more than willing to help any customer. But first thing first, we'll do the assessment for you at no cost. If you qualify, we'll let you know. And then once we qualify, it's a very straightforward, simple installation process. And there we go. And away we go.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. And usually I have a nice background with our company logo on it, but because this camera was room so big, it was a little flickery. But thanks very much for having me on today. And please don't hesitate to contact us if you need any help at all. Thank you.